What am I witnessing here? This is a live performance. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher, and today I will be reacting to and analysing Tears of Gold by Faouzia. This is my second time reacting to and analysing a Faouzia performance. I previously reacted to her acoustic version of This Mountain. If you have not yet checked that out, I will leave it up here. And yes, this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. If you'd rather watch the full video uninterrupted, I've left the link to the original video in the description below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell button. Thank you to those who are already subscribed, and thank you to those who are over on my Patreon. My link to my Patreon page is in the description below, so do go and check it out. Without further ado, let's go.
I wrote Tears of Gold last summer, and I wrote it about those times in life where I've just been in friendships where I just kept giving and giving and giving, and it felt like nothing was ever reciprocated. And so I've always just been a little bit too forgiving and a little bit too nice, and that's kind of what the song is about. I give it all and nothing comes back, but I just keep doing it over and over again.
Very relatable.
Mama always told me that I was too naive, gave away my trust for pennies. I said, don't you worry, didn't think that I'd be broken down and crying. Help me, red, check, hard, in debt. All you do is come around, just came here to collect. Red, check, hard, in debt. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you?
Ooh, okay, I'm really sorry. I know I paused in the worst part, so I know I'm gonna get comments about that. But I need to talk. There are so many things. Okay, that F. Yeah, the F3 down here, so well connected. That's low. Actually, that whole passageway. Anyway, I'm getting way too excited. There's such a contemporary feel to her sound, but then at the same time, it's really, I think with the kind of lowered larynx that we get sometimes down here, it creates this darker, more, not classical, more rounded, which does favour a more classical sound, but just more of a darker, older, vintagey sort of feel. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, that middle part with the kind of the rhythmic staccato-ish feel felt quite modern. So it's kind of like really unique. I mean, let me know if you're feeling the same. Kind of like a vintagey, old kind of voice, but then with a really contemporary sound as well. Going right from the beginning, if you've watched one of my videos in the past, you all know that I love a is that where we started? A hum, basically. An connection in a song. Because exercise-wise, it's such a great resonance, airflow, you know, SOVT exercise as well. And we can bring that sound. It's a chest-connected sound, but we can bring it up through the passages to really smooth areas out. So it's just nice when it's added into a song because she's kind of like using it, taking her time with it to feel the song, feel right into it. Then she vocalizes it on an R, and it's so clear. Up on that B flat. Get that chest connection right in. And I love the communication between her and the piano. So forward. Like musically, that's so cool because it's like they're both together and then the piano just does it by itself right at the end. So I love how that's written.
Mama always told me that I was too naive, gave away my trust for pennies.
So here, because of how it's quite dark still, mama always, and that's that vintage sound, but because of how forward lifted and slight bit of mama or slight bit of twang to get that brightness in there, because of that, that's quite contemporary sound. So it's like a mixture of both. That's why my mind is going let's listen to this and just notice how close it is to her speaking voice. You know, we heard her before, and it's just an extension. She's just rolling off that same kind of feel.
Mama always told me that I was too naive, gave away my trust for pennies. I said, don't you worry, didn't think that I'd be broken down and crying. Help me, red, check, hard, in debt. All you do is come around, just came here to collect.
That part almost sounds kind of rap-like. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, round it, because she's kind of just using the tip of the tongue and the hard palate, and that's where that focus is on. Da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's all right forward. We can't really see her mouth position, but I can imagine it's quite small.
Check hard in debt. All you do is come around, just came here to collect.
Yeah.
Red, check hard in debt. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you? I sit here blind for you, collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry.
When she smiled, you can hear the change in tone. Oh my goodness, I am loving this performance. Right, just before we get into this chorus section, I want to point out what she's doing with her vibrato as well. Normally, one would naturally maybe put a vibrato at the end of the sentences. But what we're getting here is she's kind of adding it in the middle of the phrases. I noticed it on the word hard, and then she straightens it after. So,
red, check.
For example, that red, check, and then she slides. Red, 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 trying to get into that so fast.
I just came here to collect. Red, check, hard, in debt.
Can you hear that? Both of them. Red, check, and hard, nah, whatever she says there. But she's choosing to do that because, I mean, every voice is different. For me, I have to think harder to put it in those smaller spaces because you'd want to go da, 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 da. That's where it feels more natural for me. That might feel natural for her, but I wanted to point that out because that's why that part sounds so unique. It's because she's changing where the normal. What is normal? She's changing where she's placing the vibrato.
Collect, red, check,
the
hard, in debt. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you? I sit here blind for
On this
you.
vowel.
Collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry.
Those lovely that lovely little flip. So she's going from that little section. Starting on F3. Is it on tears?
Don't you know that I cried tears of gold?
So yeah, it's on a gold. Look at that lunge. Like, look. She is in her body. It's a B flat 4 up here. Gold, gold. We've got that kind of kick underneath with the G. G has that natural kind of underneath kick, so we've got that chest connection. Oh, lovely. This next vowel, up on that C sharp. Her arms going back, she's lunging again. A vowel, because she wants it open. She's connecting to her chest here, mixing a little bit here up as well, but a really strong chest connection to get that belt.
Collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I
it's a bit
cry.
bright here because she's smiling.
Platinum love for you. I'd give no less for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broken. Your heart's reach. Because.
Oh, right. Let's just listen to this. So, belt on this A, then we soften up, quite breathy, around this B flat here. B, then we drop that octave to the B flat 3, and we're really in our chest connection. No breath added here. B, such a strong. It's not added any heaviness. Oh my God, I'm having a lot of fun. In that phrase, you can just hear how many different tones she is bringing, like what she is wanting, how many different registers we're going into as well. And it's all happening so fast, the control she has. Let's go back and listen to it and just listen out for that. And also listen out for the U vowel. Da for you. It's still open.
For you, I'd give no lies for you.
And just close it.
That
flip.
My enemy, so
Soften up.
Broken your heart's reach.
And then drop.
Because of me.
Ooh. Because of me. All on that F.
I know that this is my fault. Gave a little too much. Knew that this was gonna happen. But I'm not gonna lie. You can make me cry 1,000 times. I'll come running back like, what is going on with my head? Wrecked, check,
So spoken
heart
like.
in dead. All you do is come around. Came here to collect. Wrecked, check, heart in dead. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you?
Oh, it's honestly, I'm in awe with just how, like, everything just seems so. This is a live performance. Mind boggled. Let me just sit here in silence for a bit. This F3, like, if you it's it's there in my voice, but it's kind of hovering. Like, it's not. Sometimes we might feel like we have to really reach these notes, and that's why get used to kind of talking around here. You know, gog, 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 hey, don't you. That's where it, like, we don't want to feel like we're reaching for that note. There is no heaviness here as well. And it's, my voice is now just talking down here because I wanted to get it that strong. There was a lovely bit in the middle where we hit this ha, and there was a little bit of a cry.
A little too much. Knew that this was gonna happen.
So there's a little breath between happen. You know, it's pop. It's pop. Happen. And she's doing it for effect because she had it on Help Me. She had it on the first chorus as well. So it's all for the effect.
Too much. Knew that this was gonna happen. But I'm not gonna lie. You can make
Lie. She does that flip, but she lands on the E vowel of that flip. Lie. She brushes. It's so weird, like, to do it without, but it's there. We're allowing those vocal folds to come together, and then we're allowing them to not close all the way to get that breath come through. That is that flip. Yeah, that is that flip up onto the, you know, it's in a chest. Lie. It's in a chest register, but that's why you can bring that kind of falsetto technique down here. Lie. And that's what she's done here.
Knew that this was gonna happen, but I'm not gonna lie. You can make me cry 1,000 times. I'll come running back like, what is going on with my head? Wrecked, check, heart in dead. All you do is come around. Came here to collect.
So lovely and open.
Wrecked, check, heart in dead. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you? I sit here proud for you. Collect my pennies and my dimes.
So much engagement.
That's why you love it when I cry. Platinum love for you. I'd give her no less for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broken in your heart's rich because of me.
The way she's just flipping from one register to another, it's just like bonkers. It's just so fast. But also, like, we reached an E flat up there, and it was just so quick because she's mixing already. All she needs to do is just stay tiny, increase that resistance, which she's doing. She dropped down to some lower notes as well, which just goes to show, you know, it's all the same kind of voice. She's just kind of changing levels, like, I can't, like, just as she goes through the first passage, she's increasing the resistance, then breaking away to allow that breath to come through. Then as we go down here, she's not reaching for it, she's just letting it land.
I cry, platinum love for you. I'd give her no less for you.
She like There's so much cry going down there to make sure we hit every note that she wants to. Does she go all the way down to the F?
I'd give her no less for you.
For. I think she goes down to the A flat. For.
I'd give her no less for you.
For you. That's still low. And that she's.
City's my enemy,
so
I'm broken in your heart's rich because
and then she finds
of
it again.
me.
She's picking and choosing.
Parties I do it all over again. For those parties I know it's never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac. I keep coming right back like whoa.
What? Okay, so now she's breaking up free. What's going on? She's breaking up free. I keep coming. Whatever she's singing there. She has to, because she's coming off the voice, rather than it be all legato, da, and we can just follow what we've just done, da, whatever. I don't know what she's saying here. It's a lot more broken. But she has to make sure that she is supported underneath and engaged, not like relaxing after each one, relaxing the muscles. The muscles need to be engaged so that she's hitting the pitch every single time, and she is. But this first part, it's the C sharp that she beautifully mixed belt up at the top earlier on. She's offering a different tone here, different kind of quality. She is increasing the breath, but she's actually still got quite a lot of whine in there, which is the character, which is the storytelling, right? So this is where it's like technique. Let the story drive now. The technique is there.
And those parties I do it all over again.
I love that. Because it's high, we need to make sure we're really engaged. Like, it seems higher than it is because of how tiny her mouth is. And also the larynx is a little bit lifted as well.
Parties I do it all over again. And those parties I know it's never gonna end.
It's quite a tiny sound.
Coming right
And then we drop again.
like a maniac.
Darling, coming right back like a maniac. Like it.
Never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac. I keep
That little
coming
laugh
right
as well.
back like whoa. And those parties I do it all over again.
I love this.
And those parties I know it's never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac.
Such great connection she finds.
I cried tears of gold.
What am I witnessing here? God! She's on that F up there, everyone. And there is no, like, you know, she's not finding a heaviness down, which, by the way, is 2 octaves. She's not, she is not finding any heaviness down there. She's not finding any heaviness at the top, because everything's really well balanced and she's got the right amount of airflow going through, not too much because otherwise we'll feel unsupported. She's also finding the stand for extra support.
I cried tears of gold.
That cry as she's coming down.
Collect my dimes. Laugh it when I cry. Love for you, I'd give her no lies for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broke.
There's so much. Well, listen. I don't want to go to the end without mentioning this, and then I'll let it play. But there's so much cry going on her voice here to make sure that she is supported. I mentioned the cry because it's, you can hear it sometimes, that ha ha ha, that kind of ha, that cry. It's so weird to do it on its own. But if we were to cry wah wah, like, you know, we're in that mixed voice. It's not wah like from underneath heaviness. Ha! It's all coming, like, landing on top of the note. And that's what she's doing here to ensure those riffs and runs down that we are supported. But you can just pinpoint every single like, it's heightened in emotion, so it helps with the song. because it's driving through that storytelling. Technique-wise, it's helping ensure that our vocal folds are closing each time to get that resistance that we want, to get the sound that we want, which is the belt, and to make sure that we're engaged and supported, and to make sure that everything is tilting when needed to.
I love for you, I'd give no lies for you. Generosity
And then we break it.
my enemy, so I'm
That cry.
broke. Check hard and dead. All you do is come around, just came here to collect. Wrecked, check hard and dead. Don't you know that I cried?
Like, she can belt these insane high notes, and then down here, da 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 da, sounds so natural to her as well. So unique. That was really wonderful. Right, well, I could probably go and talk about that for many years to come, because that was something wonderful. As I mentioned throughout the video, I particularly loved how how fast the changes between the registers were. Like, you know, she changed from a thicker fold sound to a thin fold, going into our falsetto down a little bit lower, all on one phrase, because that's the journey that she wanted to take us on. That's the journey she was going on, and we were sharing, you know, we were watching her, she was sharing it with us. It's just so and that's a live performance, everyone. That was mad. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. Do go over and check me out on Patreon as well. Thank you so much to those of you who are there already, and I will see you very soon for another video.